Okay, welcome Jebel. In this tutorial we're going to begin creating our lie detector app. Now I've got one I've completed just here, so if I show you that working, you'll notice here I've got a logo, I've got an actual label where the results will be shown, I've got a sensor which is in fact a button, and I've got some instructions here. So when you ask a question, for instance, have I ever been to the moon, when you press and hold the sensor, it should check if you are lying or not, or tell you if it's not sure. It says I'm not sure. Okay, so that's possibility. So it's not too sure. So there you go. So that is our app working. So let's look at creating our interface. So I'm just going to close that and I'm going to click on create a new app and I'm going to call it Lie Detector. I'm going to call my number 2 because I've already created one, and I'm going to create it in entertainment. Okay, I'm going to click on create. Now what I need for my interface is a logo, so I need to add an image. If you don't want to add an image, you can just put a label up here and just give it a title, but I'm adding an image. Now I created a logo in Pixlr just here, and I'm going to insert that now. So I'm clicking on my image. Actually, I'm going to name it first. I'm going to call it logo. Okay, that's my logo. I'm going to find my picture. I'm going to upload a picture. Now I've created it and I've downloaded it into my pictures folder. No, it's in my download, sorry. There it is. I'm going to add that. If I click on preview, it should be able to see what it looks like. It looks like that. That's perfect. So I'm going to go back into editing, and now I'm going to add a label. Now this label will display the results of my lie detector test. I'm going to put that in there, and I'm going to call it results. Remember to name all your components over here, and I'm going to add some text. I'm going to type in here. Okay, so I've typed in results will be displayed here. Just enlarge my label so I can see it, and I actually might up the text size to about 45, and that will make it quite a nice size so I can see my results. And also I'm going to change my text align to center so it's nicely positioned. Okay, next I need to add my sensor. Now the sensor is in fact a button, so I'm going to drag on my button and I'm going to rename it and call it sensor. So that will read your fingerprint, and I'm going to make that a lot bigger, rounder like that. I'm just going to pan down so you can see that. So what I want on here, I'm going to put an image of a fingerprint, but first I'm going to remove the text, and I've actually found a fingerprint image on the internet, just there, and I've downloaded it, and now I'm going to insert it into here. So I've clicked on my sensor component and I'm going to find my background picture. So click on there, I'm going to upload my file, and it's in my images, my pictures, and there it is. There's my fingerprint. I've named it. So I click on there and then it's added, and when I click on my preview it should be displayed inside my button. Perfect. So let's go back into editing, and the final thing I'm going to do is add some instructions on how to use the app. So I'm just going to move it down here and I'm going to add a label. So I'm going to put my label in here and I'm going to call it instructions, and I'm going to add my instructions over here. Okay, so there are my instructions. I'm just going to center align that to make it look nice and tidy. So it says put your index finger on the fingerprint. I should say sensor. Let's just change that. That's better, and it says that's better. And hold it down until the result is displayed. Okay, that is my interface design for my lie detector. And in the next tutorial, we will look at programming our lie detector. And take care, and I will see you in the next tutorial.